Hi everyone, Jackie here. End of a long day, but I wanted to jump in and quickly talk about 3 myths about lawyers. Not that I'm particularly defending the industry, but these myths get perpetuated and there are good people out there that can help you. It's just a matter of finding them. So, myth 1, and I quickly wrote them down for myself. That lawyers are ambulance chasers. So this is perpetuated a little bit because of American TV primarily, particularly movies. So an ambulance chaser is a lawyer who runs after someone who might have a negligence claim against someone. And in the United States, negligence and those sort of claims are far more likely than they are in Australia because the amount of compensation and things that gets paid here in Australia is hardly anything compared to the States. So it's someone who chases someone who's just had an accident, hence they're in an ambulance or something like that, and convinces them that they should sue someone for the injury that they've just had. Now, in Australia, even that industry around negligence is different because there's work cover for employers. There is TAC for vehicle accidents. So we have these big insurance schemes to make sure that when people are injured in those situations, there is a process. So it's less likely that there's grounds for people to personally sue. So most lawyers are not ambulance chasers. Most lawyers actually don't even work in negligence. Most lawyers work in contracts or for small business or for separation, divorce, death things. So those areas, lawyers aren't going out chasing people, convincing them to do something that they wouldn't otherwise do. So no, lawyers are not ambulance chasers generally. Another myth about lawyers is that all lawyers are the same, which is a little bit insulting, and part of the reason why sometimes I'm reluctant to tell people that I'm a lawyer when I first meet people, because of the assumptions people make about lawyers. So either they make assumptions that we are making money out of people's misery or that we represent criminals and get them off. So those sort of assumptions people jump to straight away, and it's just not the case. Again, the law has such broad areas, and just like normal humans, which your lawyers are too, we're as unique and different as anyone else in any other industry. That being said, the law degree does brainwash people a little bit into thinking a certain way, but that's not, it doesn't completely wash us of our humanity, most of us. And the third myth is that lawyers are in it for the money. Again, this is perpetuated a lot by the US industry, by the culture over there and by the TV that we get about US lawyers. In the US, in fact, a lot of students do study law to make money. They know that the legal industry generates a certain level of income and they're after that. Australia, again, is very different. A hell of a lot of students do law because they have a social justice belief, because they want to help people. So people come to law as a different purpose in Australia, for starters. They might then realise that they want to do particular areas of the law because it makes more money, yes. But there are, again, like these myths are perpetuated because you hear about certain barristers charging $4,000 or $6,000 a day, or large hourly rates. But those are the exception to the rule. And just because someone has a high hourly charge out rate doesn't mean they're earning that. In fact, lawyers, yes, they are paid on average fairly well, but they're still fairly average. Sort of between 80 and 120,000 would be the average income, which is not massive. When you think about other industries that are earning hundreds of thousands of dollars, lawyers, the majority, tend not to be there. So no, not in it for the money either. So there's 3 myths to bust. again, hoping to bring a little bit of humanity to the industry and understanding for you there. Anyway, over and out. I will see you again next week. Take care.